Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading. Today's reading is what lies ahead in the next 3 months. So we have 3 different piles to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. We're just hopping right into it. And then if you'd like crystals, I will put up some crystals, and whatever pile calls to you, I will leave in the comments a timestamp for you to click on to take you right to your pile. So let's get right to it. All right, if you like to choose with crystals, we have for pile 1, we have celestite, beautiful raw cluster. For pile 2, we have clear quartz, DT, and pile 3, we have a beautiful red jasper heart. So choose the one that you're feeling called to. If you need more time, feel free to pause, take in a few deep breaths, and see if there's one that calls to you more than the other. If you see a number or a color, that helps me as well when I'm having a hard time, so it may help you as well. Just a little trick of picking cards. So let's hop right into your reading. Hi, pile 1. If you chose the celestite, this is the pile for you. So we have the High Priestess, the Hanged Man, the Ace of Swords, and 3 of Cups. So what is going on for you in the next 3 months? So right off the bat, we have with the High Priestess really tuning into your intuition and really helping you gain a new perspective. And I think this will help because it's as if you're coming to a crossroads, something that you're just kind of wrestling with and just kind of needing some clarity, a different perspective. And I think by tuning into your intuition, that's really going to help with solving these challenges that are coming up ahead. And that could even be happening now or, within the next 3 months. But with the High Priestess, good things are coming. So, it's part of life, the ebbs and the flows. And kind of cutting away the old and implementing new ways of doing things. And I think you're like a new idea or a new endeavor that you might want to do, something new is coming into the picture that you may just kind of want to dive into and kind of take a look at. And maybe it could be something fun or just something new that you want to do, whether that's a hobby or implement into your work life that is just going to kind of make your work flow better. And then you have new friends, partner coming in. You're just kind of this social butterfly, just really coming out of your shell. And a lot of people are being drawn to you during this time. People are wanting to hang out. You just kind of got it all going on for you. And I think that's all gonna flow nicely. It's all... Let me get some clarify cards here for you. All right, so we have Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and King of Wands. Just keep pushing forward and kind of spring into action with that whole idea, that bright idea that you're gonna come across, whether it's a new hobby and workflow. It's really push forward and kind of jump on that. But also at the same time, during this time within the next 3 months, really protect yourself during this time. Just kind of be aware of any outside influences, and don't let others kind of suck you dry or kind of take you under, is what I keep hearing, take you under. So just kind of be aware of that. But you're going to come across some great passions. And I think with that new idea, it could really turn in a passion of yours. And you could find out that this really works for you. You're really liking it. And it's just, I think it's going to turn into something. So let's get a few oracle cards here. I was like, where's my deck? Let's get a few of these and see what else we have going on for you. All right, we have the soul work, the weaver, and surrender. So kind of like how we were talking about before with that hanged man, kind of surrendering. It's funny that it popped up again. Then we have soul work and the weaver. So with the surrendering, I think just kind of maybe surrendering to your old ways. Maybe with this new bright idea, it's just kind of change your perspective on there is new and different ways of doing things. And it also could be a hobby. It could be something different, or it could be even a whole new path that you're going to take with work. Or maybe it's just hanging out with friends. There's something there that you're going to be surrendering to. And at the same time, you're going to be kind of doing some soul work. So I think you're going to be digging deep and finding all of this coming together. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is why this is all coming together. This makes sense now. And then the weaver. So when things are woven together, they are just, you know, it takes a lot of stitches to make one square inch kind of sheets pop into my, you know, head. 800 count sheets. You have so many for this patch of sheets that is just really, it takes time, and you have to do step-by-step work to get there, but eventually it's going to pay off. So whatever it is, just take it step by step, day by day. This could be with work, this new hobby of yours, this new work project. It is going to take some time, and so do be patient with yourself. And I think eventually that hard work will pay off, and just take it day by day. Let's get some more cards here. See what else we got going on in the next 3 months. Woo! Let's try that again. Oh! And these two fell out together. What do we got going on? A soul family, council of light, and no. Soul family, call in your tribe. Call in these friends that are you're wanting to be a social butterfly with. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So I think a lot of this time you're going to want to rally with your friends and go and do things. And I think this is a great time to be doing that, being that social butterfly, getting out of your normal hold up cocoon is what keeps popping in my head, and just be that social butterfly that you are. And with this council of light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms, really at this time tuning into your intuition and calling upon your spirit guides and your spirit team, and really asking maybe for their guidance. Maybe they know there's a little way of going about things, but that's with when you're tuning into your intuition, quieting the mind and listening to those. And it may come to you in a way that you may second guess, but it could be that bright idea that we have, that I keep hearing. Bright idea, bright idea. And also earlier I said about protecting yourself and just kind of be aware of that. Do know when to say no. No, wait, postpone, pause, say no. So do protect yourself and be aware that you can say no. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't have to be a people pleaser. And maybe at this time, you know, this is also about learning boundaries and setting those to protect yourself in things that you don't necessarily need to get involved in at this time. And that's perfectly okay. Protect your inner peace, and you'll know who your soul family is. You'll know who to say yes to and the no's. You can feel it in your soul, and you'll know. You will know, and everything just comes in. I want to get one more card. Let's see. So we have Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Have you answered your deepest calling? And do you even know what your deepest calling is? And maybe that's where the soul work card comes in. Maybe you'll find that out when you start digging deep and really dig into yourself and find that you may have never thought of doing something or thought you would ever enjoy a new hobby that is coming into play, and you're just like, what? How in the world? I would have never came across this, and now you did. So in the next 3 months, that is exciting. And then too, with the soul family, and that doesn't have to actually be family. That could be friends, just your tribe, your people. Milk and honey and chop wood. So with the chop wood, earlier we were talking about taking step by step with the weaver, day by day. Same with the chop wood. Stay in the present moment during this time and really take in, you know, you may find yourself really diving headfirst into this new bright idea and this thing that you got going on, and your friends want to do things, but also don't get behind on the day-to-day chores of things. Just taking one day at a time. Things still need to get done. Walking the dog, you know, taking care of the things around, just kind of picking up. Don't forget those types of things, because this is a sweet time in your life where things are just kind of falling into place, and things that you never really would have thought of, and it's just milk and honey. It is like something so sweet, and be really open to all the opportunities, because you'll know when you're at that alignment with truth. Your ego is kind of at rest, and your soul can just really illuminate and just really find your purpose. And I think that is all going to start opening up during this time, when you're starting to surrender and you're digging and doing that soul work, and you're just with your friends and you're just having the time of your life. These next 3 months are just going to be a really sweet time for you, and just really take it all in and live in the moment and day to day, and just take it step by step. And it's just a really exciting time for you. I want one of these moon oracle cards I also have here. I have a few different decks I like to do readings with and pull from different decks. So it's a time to take action. Yes, this is the time to really live it up and be that social butterfly and just live in the moment and take action with that, because then you will see. And don't let these opportunities pass you by. A lot of doors are going to be opening for you, and a lot of things that you just never really thought of before. And I think this is just a great time for you. A social butterfly, bright new ideas, friends, just a sweet time living in the moment, setting boundaries. Let's get a couple more cards we got going on. Because we have two. Let's see. We have fertility. It is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Not necessarily fertility as in having a child. This is more of fertility of, like it said, new ideas, new projects. Exactly what I was saying. This is so, I love it when this happens. It just all falls perfectly. So new projects, new ideas, and then we have the arts. Express yourself through creative activities. So maybe this new hobby, this new project is something more on the creative side. It doesn't actually have to be like painting or anything. It could be videos, TikTok, YouTube, creating. Maybe you are an editor of sorts. Something, it doesn't have to be full up in the camera or painting or anything like that, but maybe that's the whole idea of this new bright idea. You never really saw yourself in front of the camera, but you have so much to say, and instead of, you know, the old school way of like writing blogs and, you know, everything is more in front of the camera now. You don't necessarily have to show your face or anything, but maybe that is something to think about and do. So I hope this resonates with you. I hope that you will come back for more. And thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye. Welcome pile 2. If you chose the clear quartz and DT, this pile reading is for you. So let's get right into it. We have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and King of Pentacles. A lot of court cards going on here. A lot of male energy here. And it doesn't mean male figures or anything like that, or it can be. But let's get into it. So with the Knight of Cups, I feel like this time, the next 3 months, just to really take charge of your life, going on. Just, you can see even in the photo, he's on a mission. He is going places. Same with this one, Knight of Wands. A lot of new opportunities, I feel like, in the next 3 months are coming into play. And just really clear ideas of what you want in your future going forward. A lot of compassion. You're just really on this mission of kind of figuring out and wanting to know where you're headed. And just kind of, I feel like you're the type of person that really embraces challenges because you do know how to overcome. It's nothing new to you. You embrace them, you accept them, and you overtake, and you're like, yes, like this is how it's done this before. And you're just a very strong-willed type of person. And I feel like even in the next 3 months, this is going to be happening. And with these new opportunities, I feel that comes new challenges and new ways of thinking that you're going to have to really incorporate into these things that come up in your life. I want to get some more cards. Also, with the King of Pentacles, it just really, that is with the embracing of those challenges. And with the Ten of Pentacles, just right now you're just kind of really living that ideal life within the next 3 months. Things are really going well. You know, health is good, wealth, family, everything is very joyful and very satisfactory. Just really like things are good. And it's kind of like a nice breath of fresh air of what is to come. Like, it's just, things are going very well. That's interesting. We have the Knight of Swords. Let's get a couple more. Let's see what else. Four of Cups. Oh, interesting. The Devil. Oh, and Four of Swords. Okay. That's interesting. So, Two of Knights is kind of like head-to-head, very competitive, and that might be with the opportunities. If it's a job offer, you might be competing for that role, and then throwing in the third Knight into play here. We got really sudden change, so very swift action, which is exactly like what the Knight of Swords is. So something is going to come up, and maybe that might be the new opportunity, and you're going to have to take very quick action, very swift action for this sudden change that is being thrown into the mix in the next 3 months. And then you have 2 fours. That's interesting. So I feel like you're going to have several different options, several different opportunities. However, you might start to get into your head and fear might be taking over. And knowing that going forward, it's a time to really kind of change your mindset. And what is that fear that is blocking you from, like, the doubt? What insecurity, maybe it's inspiration kind of lacking. Maybe you've just been in the same spot. Maybe it's a job, or even in a relationship where there's just you just kind of plateau out, and you're just kind of needing to dig deep and find something different. And maybe that's why this Devil card is here. If you look closely, those chains around their neck are loosely around their neck. They are not obligated to stay. They do have the option to move. So with that, maybe that's why this is here. You're not stuck, and don't feel that way. I hope you don't feel that way. And there could be some negative influences really kind of holding you back from really living this full, happy, free life. And maybe it's time to kind of take a hard look of the people that you surround yourself by, or that are maybe that you work with, and maybe that's just the kind of change that you need. And maybe there's some other opportunities where you won't feel so constricted, and you'll just really see all the blessings that are around you, because you do have things going for you. There are things in place for future success, and that's what like this Four of Swords is. Blessings, really kind of slowing down and going inward. So yes, you have a lot of moving pieces and all set up for success. There's just something, the self-doubt, I think, is what is really going to mess with you in the next 3 months. And so just be kind of mindful of that. Let's get some other cards and see what else is going on here. We have the Creator and the Magi. Let's get one more. The Explorer. Interesting. So explore new opportunities. Explore all the different opportunities that are coming into place, and in that way, in that take charge of your life, that you can set this up, and with the Creator, create the life that you want. All these opportunities are coming into your life at the perfect moment, and life is all about free will. This is the cards are not saying this is how it's gonna be. I don't know if you know what I mean. but we do have free will. This is just kind of the energy that is right now. But we do have the free will to change it. And I think you might just feel stuck right now, but there is magic within this. And you have the magic within you that is unfolding right in front of your eyes. And I hope you can see that. And just take a look deeper into kind of what is going on around you for these opportunities and these clear ideas to come more in focus. I feel like I'm just kind of all over the place. All these things are popping into my head and I'm like, I don't know. Let's take these 3. Yes, you go first. Take a leap. The universe will catch you. And I think you may be very fearful and the universe is like, just jump. We got you. Like everything is here. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. And you may just feel like you have been so determined that you are just kind of blinded by everything else going on and not seeing like what is right in front of you. You may be looking 10 steps ahead and it's like, no, look at the green grass right underneath you. Like, look, just be in the moment. And you know when you're on the edge of a cliff and if you look way out, you can see the beauty within. But if you look straight down, you're down in it. I don't know why this is coming into my head, but you just got to take that leap. There may just be a net there waiting to catch you. Maybe it's just an illusion. I don't know why that popped in my head. And retreat, be held, and then the initiation, the rite of passage, crossing the threshold. That's such a pretty card. And just take in what is all going on with these crossroads. The rite of passage. You have put in the work. Don't forget that. You have earned everything you have overcome and you have been through to get to where you are. And I keep hearing self-sabotage. And I don't know if that's something you do. You have so many things going well for you that you tend to self-sabotage and just kind of like, before it is taken away from me, I'm going to just kind of sabotage it myself so no one else can. And kind of that way of comfort is very odd, but not odd that people do that. A lot of people do that. I'm just saying odd as in you deserve these things, and I hope that you can see that. And I think that's interesting. Poised, yin, all that glitters, like all that glitters. This is and poised. You have every reason to feel confident. Every reason to be. And to not be jealous of others and what they have, because you have so much going for you. The health, wealth, opportunities, all these things. And yin. Just, there's so much coming to you. And yin is just a sign of essence. Things are going to go way more smoothly than you expect in the next 3 months. It is going to be like smooth riding. It's just going to be like, oh my gosh, everything worked out way more than I expected. And And you just kind of got to take that leap of faith and trust the universe is going to have your back. I know it's scary. It's easier said than done, for sure. But I think with all these opportunities coming for you, and you're just on a mission. A time to give rather than take. Let's see what else we got going. It's time to release negativity. And don't let your past hold you back. I think that is what also you're kind of fearful of. Like, there's something that in the past that maybe you haven't worked through. And at the next 3 months is a great time to do that. And release that negativity. So that you're not jealous of others, yet very happy and knowing that your success is soon on its way if it isn't already. And then a time to give rather than take, and that may help with the jealousy. It is very, it feels really good to give. And maybe that's at this time with you receiving all the new opportunities, maybe it's also a chance for you to give, and it's a great energy exchange during this time. I have a couple more cards I want to pull. I just had so many messages coming through this reading. Just one after the other. It was hard to keep them straight. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. Yes! What is this one? There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Yes! Just how what the yin was saying about the perfect timing. Everything is going to just come to you in time. And I know you're a very determined person and just want to kind of get things done and very strong, and especially with embracing those challenges, all of this and all of your determination and all your hard work is just really going to pay off in these 3 months. And I know you want to be like, where is it? Where is all my hard work? Where is, the reward? And it's coming. It is coming. The magic is all unfolding. And you're just truly an inspiration to others. And I don't even know if you notice that either, because you're just you have a lot going for you, and you already have a lot to be proud of. And I think a lot of people want what you have. Yeah, a lot of people want what you have. And I just think the next 3 months is just kind of like a patient waiting game. And just to kind of see your rewards just kind of unfold. And that's going to be the exciting part. But also I know it's going to be hard, but just remember there's going to be some things coming up where you're just going to have to take some really swift action, and sudden changes are going to be happening. So just keep that in mind. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Welcome, pile 3. What is going on for you in the next 3 months? If you chose the red jasper, this pile is for you. If you chose by crystals. So what is going on with you in the next 3 months? So we have 3 of Swords, King of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Death card. So there's kind of a lot going on. So with the Death card, we got some changes happening. Some things are ending. And what the great thing about change is, and also with death, not physical death, but This could be, you know, of a career, change of careers, of a job. You know, chapters always end in our life, and things also are reborn or new. And some things just have to change in order to make room for new and exciting and more positive things in our life. And I just want to get that out of the way with the death card right away. It was just very strong, and things are going to be ending and changing and fast is what I keep hearing. Very swift, very action-packed. But also at this time in the next 3 months, you're going to be gaining a lot of insight through experiences. And just, you're a very strong person. You don't normally crack under pressure. And you tend to, excuse me, my dogs were right here at the door. So you have a lot going on, and you're great at managing responsibilities. I don't know if you're in a management or a leadership role, or you're going up in ranking, I keep hearing. And during this time, a lot of people are going to be coming to you. They're going to see you as a person that they can go to and ask advice for. Very strong and you really embrace the challenges that come up ahead and really know how to tackle them and do a good job at it. You make it seem so effortless, and I think that's also why a lot of people go to you for advice. They see you knocking these things out and they're like, what the heck? Like, they're doing amazing and don't seem to have a problem. And yeah, just doing a good job with that. But however, with the Three of Swords over here, I kind of have a feeling, though you may have all these great qualities, strength, you are kind of, I don't want to say soft, but just kind of, you do have that really empathetic side to you. And I think that is where your feelings are going to get hurt. And this is from others around you. And it's also not going to come to you as a surprise. But it still is going to hurt your feelings. And I just think, you know, grieve it. You know, shedding those tears is going to just really cleanse the soul and really help you to move on and chin up, dust yourself off, and you're just going to keep going and keep moving how you do, and just see it as another challenge to overcome. And maybe it's something that you can kind of fix and take a look at and be like, all right, like, that's, you know, maybe that person either had a point or they are just not nice. Let's see what else we got going on. Get some cards here. Page of Swords, Strength card. You are so strong. Knight of Wands reversed. Eight of Cups. Let's get another here. And the World reversed. So the World reversed. This is a great time in the next 3 months to venture out and really take risks. And people are going to want to help you. They go to you for advice. And I think some of those same people may help you out in some way because they care. They care about you. And you're also going to have some renewed inspiration here. With this Eight of Cups, you're going to be saying goodbye to something, someone you love. And I'm not sure if that's either a person or possibly a job position. But you're going to have the strength to get through it. And just like everything else, like I was saying, you're going to have the strength to face those challenges. And you've really, during this time, have really faced your fears and just kind of really mastering yourself. You are really learning yourself and you're like, I got this. I know me. I can do this. Just really confident and just really getting a new wave of inspiration. Yes, you had, the swift change, but you're really taking it in a really positive direction and just really having some clarity with this change and all this newness coming in, that you really incorporate everything you've learned, all that wisdom, and it's just like it's all coming together and you're really kind of seeing the big picture. You're like, oh my gosh, if this didn't happen, then these pieces wouldn't have. It just makes a whole puzzle complete, and then you're seeing it and you're like, oh yes, like everything makes so much more sense now. And I just think that also with the inspiration and goals and going in different directions, the people that are backing you are also going to come to you and give you kind of more information on something like the bigger picture, and just kind of going to be that final piece kind of you already knew. It's not going to really be a surprise, but it's just going to like your intuition and just clarify that information, that kind of gut feeling you had, and be like, oh, okay, this is all making sense. That was what my intuition was saying. This person is coming to me with this about goals, or maybe like a direction you wanted to go into, and just kind of clarifying that it's a good way to go, I think is the best way to put it. Let's get some other cards we got going on here. Really helping with getting rid of the old stuff and making room for new. So we were talking about wisdom and all this wisdom that you have, and how, and with these challenges, I really think you gain a lot of wisdom by the challenges that you have overcome. And I really think that this is a great time in the next 3 months to share that wisdom with others. And also, by sharing it, we also learn new things about ourselves by sharing and just kind of reflecting back on the trials and tribulations that, we have all been through. And so our wisdom evolves with us, and just kind of this newness is really going to speak loudly about what you know. And I think this is the perfect time for you to speak loudly on what you know. And I really think that it can help a lot of people. I think this is a good time for you to do that. Now with this paradox, with all the shadow work that you have done, sometimes it's kind of two different ends. So the positive and the negative. And you just got to sit and think, like, is it more positive? Is it more like negative self-talk? And just kind of examine those two extremes and just really take a look at that. Now with the underworld, just really kind of go deep within yourself and just kind of take a pause and just kind of allow things to fall if they're meant to like go to the wayside. I think this is a time with this swift change. It could be moving people also out of your life for a reason, and let bygones be bygones. If they're meant to be in your life, they will. I feel that I always get told this. People come into our lives for a reason, season, or forever, and and that's okay. And it'll allow for room for new people to come in and teach you new lessons and have more fun. Not more fun, but fun in general. And I think that's just a different take on the underworld. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oops. So we have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So with that, going with the underworld, going deep into yourself, things are actually changing at a cellular level, and there's some deep healing going on for you. Also, the keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And just know that you aren't alone. We have a whole spirit team that are beside us and just waiting for us to call upon them. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It is happening. Just a whole different vibe is going on, and a different outlook on life, and creating a heaven on earth. So letting those things fall by the wayside and just kind of seeing how things really start to open up for you, and starting to see the different possibilities and the new paths, all by the changes and the challenges that you have overcome and faced. I want some more pads. See what else we can come up with. Change is always scary, especially with the death card is just scary in itself. But with the ending and changes, the swift change, it just makes room for more. So next 3 months, chaos and conflict. To the sea, go the distance, and Treasure Island. So in the next 3 months, there is going to be chaos and conflict, but I feel that those are the ones that are going to be fallen to the wayside and just going to be, they're going to do it kind of to themselves. And I think that is where this chaos and conflict comes in. And there's no way really around it. And to the sea and going the distance, both just going the distance, and it's not a sprint, it is a marathon. It is, well, with the cheetah, but minor detail. But also I feel like it's gonna lead you out to the Treasure Island, going to the sea, really digging deep and going within for all these changes that you have going on, because you're gonna come out on top. You're gonna be embracing these challenges and finding this new renewed inspiration. And I think kind of going to the sea, you can see she's out there by herself. She does have the moon, but just kind of really reflecting and really embracing the challenges and embracing all this stuff that is going on. Because so with the Three of Swords, that conflict that is going on, also with the chaos, it just all comes together, which is just so insane how this is all, I love it. I love tarot. Anyways, and Oracle, let's get some more cards and see what else we have going on. Any other final messages? You are good enough. So don't think with all these things changing and these people leaving and just kind of going to the wayside, don't think you're not good enough, that this is happening to you, but it's happening for you. And look at the bigger picture. Look at all these things that you have overcome and how strong you are, and you don't crack under pressure, and you manage a lot of responsibilities, and you have gained so much wisdom and insight of all these experiences that you have gone through. And this is just a time of like everything is that you've worked hard for, the seeds you have planted is just really coming to blossom, and you're just really coming into yourself and seeing all these things. It's going to be challenging, of course, like it says, but it's all for the better, because then look at that bigger picture of how everything is turning out, and it's gonna keep getting better. I need to do another one for 6 months. What's going on then? Now I'm really excited. So let's get a couple more cards before we end here. See what else we can find. Oh, that is interesting. Endings and beginnings. The old must be released so that the new can enter, just like the death card. Ah! And bold. Unleash your adventurous side. Take risks and be daring. Yes, take those risks. This is all about, this is a whole new chapter coming into play. This is right, we're in these 3 months. We are ending and we are starting new, and it's not easy, but it's also good at the same time. Once you get over that and through that, you'll be shedding some tears, but that is just cleansing of the soul. And I hope through it all you remember that and really look at the big picture and just remember that you are good enough. And I thank you for watching and joining in, and I hope to see you at the next one and be making more of these, because I really do enjoy it. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!